All right, ladies. So today's video, we're going to be talking about behavior that turn men on, behavior that catches a man's attention. All right. This is going to be from a video that I did a few years ago. We're going to watch it and I'm going to give you guys my take to see how my points of views have changed over time. I really like making these videos because you guys can see what I agree on when I watch those videos versus what I don't agree on. So if you guys enjoy these types of videos, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. And don't forget, attend our walking meditations that we have in New York City. Click on the description down below to check it out. And we're doing coaching packages. These coaching packages are not just a one-time thing. So if you guys want to work with me one-on-one and purchase multiple packages, it saves you money. You guys can purchase those packages under the description down below where it says work with me one-on-one or the package deal or something like that. It will say it. All right, let's begin this.
Like a bow.
Alright ladies, this is Alex from mindfulattraction.org, and today we're going to be talking about a very special video, okay? And it's very simple. It is 99% of men get turned on when you act like this. Alright, this video is all about how to stand out from other women, and it's a very simple concept. You know, honestly, it's a simple concept. You know, when everyone is going up, you go down. When everyone is high energy, you're low energy. When everyone's low energy, you're a high energy. Actually, no, don't do that, right? What I mean is this, all right? When you like someone, naturally you have a certain way of behaving, right? When you don't like someone, naturally you have a certain way of behaving. But naturally though, women have a certain way of acting and you think it's different, right? A lot of women think they're different, right? Even though they are different, but you're not that different. Why? Because when you like someone, there's a certain similar way of acting. You act similar to everyone. When you're not in love with somebody, you're yourself.
Yeah, it's almost like when you ask like people who are rock stars, they'll tell you that most women act the same towards them. They have the same psycho look. They have the same squeaky voice. You know, they say the same thing. There's a certain template that people like behaving that they're not aware of. Like, for example, like when someone's angry, there's a certain way that people behave that when they're angry that's consistent throughout most people, right? And when somebody likes someone, for the most part, there's generally a certain way that people behave when they like someone, right? And that's what I'm talking about. And I do believe that. And I believe that let's just call this type of behavior Melissa. Like Melissa is how a woman acts when she likes a guy, and it's usually most women act the same way. What we want to do is repress the living fuck out of the Melissa within you, right? And by you doing that, by you not showing the Melissa within you, you confuse a guy because the guy naturally says, "Okay, what the fuck? Like, this is not usually why like." Does she like me? Does she not? That's what you want. You want him to be in that type of state. Even though you do like him, you want him to think that.
Unique. And so you stand out. When you like someone, your uniqueness fades away and you act like every other girl. In fact, to him, he says to himself, here goes another one. Here goes another one. But to you, you're like, here comes special me. The reason why you don't see what he sees is because you think you're being yourself, right? And that means is that you think you're acting like who you are. You're saying, I'm being my authentic self. I'm not playing any games, right? And what tends to happen is that because you're trying to be your authentic self, you can't be yourself. Because the self, that's who you are, is being overridden by emotion. So in reality, you're not being yourself. To be yourself, you got to control your emotions so that you can remain an individual, a unique individual. So that you don't let yourself be paraded by emotion. So that you don't end up sucking a lot of dick, right? Well, unless that's what you want.
People, I apologize for my past self. I don't know. God have mercy. I don't know how you guys stay subscribed to my channel in those years, but yeah, come on, Alexis.
I'm not gonna get in the way of that. So it's very similar to like a study, right? When you see people in a screen moving, and then there's one person. For example, if you see a whole bunch of people moving, right? And there's one person that's not moving, who are you going to focus on? On the person who's not moving. You see what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like, even though everyone's moving, trying to get attention, the fact that you're still the fact that you're standing still, people will focus in and zero in on you, right? So it's the same thing is that when a woman likes a guy sees that same girl every day. When a woman likes a guy, it's pretty much almost like the same woman, but with a different face. She acts the same way, talks the same way, reacts the same way, you know? All right, let's not go there. You know, so it's kind of like you think you're different, but in reality, you're looking like every other dude, every other woman, just like every other dude thinks they're different. In reality, they act like the same dusty bucket hat wearing motherfuckers that are out there, right? So how do you do that? It's very simple, man. It's not about you being different, honest to God. It's like the color blue. Like I always say, there's light blue and then there's dark blue. There's light skin and then there's Wesley Snipes, right? So it's kind of, you got to realize that.
Hey, I don't appreciate that, all right? Wesley Snipes is not the only dark-skinned brother out there, okay? I don't appreciate that. By the way, if any of you fine ladies need some personal training by Tyrone himself, all you got to do is hit me up at Tyrone.com. And there you can book a session with me. Yeah, that's right. Tyrone will get you in shape. Anyways, I got to go to my kids.
When it comes to this, you're not really changing who you are. You're just changing the intensity, changing the dose. You're only giving them one hit of weed. You're not giving them the whole blunt. You see what I'm saying? So the way you do that is that you just literally reduce what you communicate. Literally, that's all you do. You literally reduce what you communicate. If your intensity of communication is at a midnight blue, you fucking tone that shit down to a baby blue. You see what I'm saying? So for example, if I'm always, hey, what's up, girl? For example, this is my problem when I was younger. I used to be, I love women, okay? And so what tends to happen is that there was just some women.
Ah, shit. I don't know what the hell I'm about to say here, but I think I'm gonna be doing some thirsty stuff. Jesus Christ.
And I just couldn't keep my hands off of them. Right? And so what happened was I just couldn't get my hands off of them. So I just kept kissing them and just like kissing their neck and like couldn't get over it, right? But the problem was that it was too much, right? It was too much. It was turning them off, right?
And you know what's crazy? I think because of that, like, I had bad luck. Like, I think I had bad luck, and it's kind of like every time I try to be romantic with a girl, she didn't like it. And I'm very, you know, especially when I was younger, I am like that now, but I'm somebody who I like to think about how to make people happy. You know, I like to give them gifts, right? And when I was younger, they were never reciprocated. They were never reciprocated. I just chose the wrong person a lot. And it kind of like just taught me that being open and nice sort of just never worked for me, you know? And it's and you can see how it's kind of sad really thinking about it, you know, because it's kind of like, goddamn, like I had so much and I had so much to give and never got in return, you know, but you know, when it comes to love, every person, no matter who you are, you're going to find something to complain about, you know, and most guys will look at my life from the outside in and say, I would love to have his love life. And it was nice to a certain point, but also when it comes to the romanticism, I just got unlucky, you know, like, to be quite honest with you. I mean, maybe it was also because I was just finding women on Tinder and they're like, that's like the cesspool of finding love. But that's what happens when you don't have a social life or your life is not catered to meeting people. And so you're forced to meet people online. You find yourself meeting people who are not there for you fully, who are on the rebound, who have a lot of baggage. And you begin to get those types of results and you think it's really you. But when in reality, you're just looking at the wrong, like, it's like trying to find Jesus in hell. It's like, dude, Jesus is not in hell. What the fuck are you doing here? You know, like, so it's kind of like if you're trying to find love online, yeah, there's a small likelihood you will. It's better than nothing, but you're going to get a skewed feedback about your sexual market value. It's always going to be lower online than in real life if you're a man. If you're a woman, you're always going to pick the guys that every woman wants online. So you're always in competition. You know, and even the average dudes apparently are still players. So it's kind of like, but what I'm saying is that you reduce these types of negative situations by actually getting to know them through your friends and family. That's like The highest efficiency way of meeting people is through friends and family. It may not be a lot of people, but what leads to marriage the most is meeting people through friends and family. And that's the old school way.
So what I learned is not being different. It's just control yourself, motherfucker. Give her some space, right? Give that girl some space, right? So you got to realize, how do you behave when you're in love? And then go against that current. So for example, with me, it would have been that I wouldn't, like when I was in bed with her, I wouldn't be kissing her all over. In fact, I'll be just chilling, minding my business, right? So with you ladies, when you're with a guy you really like, what you got to do is give him enough distance, give him enough space, give him more space than necessary. You got to get him to the point where he says, why is she so distant? It's not that you're emotionally distant. It's that you're physically distant. You give him space. You respect his time. And I'm not saying that you respect his time as like master, I respect your time. I don't mind if you guys say that. But what I mean is that you respect his time. You're like, look, man, you're a man. You have shit to do. I got shit to do. You let me know when you're available. You see what I'm saying? It's like you're open to them hitting you up. You contact them, but you want to see some effort on their part, right? For example, I remember one time I was with this girl and I was staying in an apartment that I was staying in, Airbnb. And this chick, she spent the whole day with me, but it's like we only hung out like 20% of the time. She did her own thing. She went in her own room. I went in my own room. I chilled out. In fact, I forgot that she was in the apartment, right? And when it came down, I'm like, oh shit, you're here, right? And I'm telling you guys feel that burden. They don't like that burden. They don't like seeing a woman like this all over them.
I'm gonna disagree. Some guys do like it. It depends on their attachment styles. I would prefer if you slowly walk that line and test it and not go full Melissa mode. You know, just slowly sense if that's what he wants, and always be one step behind when it comes to showing interest. Like, and this is the thing, man. When you find somebody that you like, you're just gonna say, and they like you back, you're gonna say, fuck what Alex says. This guy likes me. I could break the rules until I promise you, you're gonna be proven wrong. Always be one step behind, please. Even though they complain, that's a good type of complaint, goddammit.
All the time, it's fucking annoying. You see what I'm saying? And so when a guy senses that you really like them, right? And that it doesn't mean when you're with them, you show him you like them, but when you're not there, you give them that physical space. It creates an insecurity that a guy just needs to be close to you just to make sure his insecurities aren't based on irrational thinking.
And these insecurities are not fucking stabbing to the heart. These insecurities are just a niche that you're not letting him scratch. It's not a fucking stab when you're like stabbing the motherfucker like a psycho. I'm talking about there's a niche, but you don't let him scratch it. Like, it's not trauma. Like, I'm not saying like this. He shouldn't be going to therapy for this. You know what I'm saying? This should be something that he'll get over within a few hours. Like it'll frustrate him, but frustration is not trauma. It's okay to frustrate your guy as long as you make it up to him.
You're like, fuck. Does she like me? Does she like me? Right? Did she lose interest? That's a thought that happens, right? When you're with them, you like them. But when you're not with them, it feels like you lost interest, right? And all you got to do is when you're with them, be yourself. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, to be honest with you. But when you're not with them, you give them all the space necessary. In fact, you even encourage that shit. You encourage that, because the act of encouraging it doesn't make them do that more. The act of encouraging makes them think, fuck, like, is she losing interest? Like, that's how people think. You see what I'm saying? So by just encouraging him to be on his own, to do his thing, it inadvertently pushes him towards you.
All right, ladies, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video to my older videos. Let me know what you guys think about this. These types of content are much better for me to make during the year when I'm in school. And also, I do provide I do add to the video. So let me know what you guys think about these types of reaction videos. And it's also really good to see how I progress over the years. It's really fun. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one and get my perspective on your dating life, you guys can purchase a one-time coaching session, or you guys can save money and purchase a coaching package. so that you guys can have an ongoing call with me. Go to mindfulattraction.org or click on the description down below to get more information. And don't forget, we're having a course called Emotional Mastery. You could pre-order it right now by clicking on the description down below. Take care.
All right, so if you're a nice girl, if you're tired of being played, if you're tired of people not respecting you, if you resent that people don't take you seriously, if people just see you as a sex object, if you feel like people are always playing you, I would highly recommend you check out this course called Nice Girl. I rarely put out courses, and every one of my courses is a specific purpose. Psychological Game of Attraction was for single people. Natural Chemistry was for women in relationships. This course is for specific nice girls. Now, most of you guys are nice. Most of you guys have great hearts. Unfortunately, men take advantage of you. So I have this limited time course. Specifically, you guys can only buy it and get access to it July and November. Now, if you purchase it in July or November, you could have access to it all year round. But you could only purchase it July and November. So this month only, you guys can purchase this course. It's only for a limited time, right? So in this course, you're pretty much going to learn about how to set boundaries, how to project a powerful presence, how to create healthy boundaries, how to communicate yourself in an assertive way, how to not let people take advantage of you. Like, you're going to learn the art of how to identify those who are trying to take advantage of you, how to assert yourself, signs of weakness, signs of strength, and how to communicate signs of strength, and how to lower the signs of weakness. All of these things, I can promise you, ladies and gentlemen, look, okay? If you just do what this course says, just doing what this course says is going to improve not only your dating life, but your professional life, your personal life, your social life with your friends and family, because people will always try to test you. People will always see whether or not they can take advantage of you, even a fucking child. So by purchasing this course, you could create a healthy immune system. There are 3 types of immune system. There is your body's immune system. There is an emotional immune system that you increase through meditation. And then there's a social immune system that is through self-assertion. Okay, so this course will help you build that social immune system to push away certain behaviors from your life and certain people, and by default you attract the right people. So check out that course. One, it's not okay. Look, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's not gonna fix the problems 100%. I'm not here to lie to you guys. I'm here to give you a realistic expectation. Okay, it's not gonna completely change your life from day to night. But if you do what the videos say. Okay, if you're 20%, if you're at a 20% in terms of assertiveness, by finishing this course, you could go through it 40%. Now, you guys might say, where are the evidence for it? In my life only. Okay, and through people's experience, through applying these methods, and through doing research about what actually helps assertiveness. Okay, so I thoroughly researched this course. I put a lot of thought into it. It's not complete. Next month, I'm going to add another part, which if you buy it now, you're going to have access to it. Okay, so I'll see you guys inside that course, and stay toxic, my friends. Purchase it now, or I'm closing the channel. Okay, see you guys inside.